Welcome to the Miniatures Paintbrush. Today we're going to do an unboxing of an Iron Claw Strike Force. Alrighty, so here's an unboxing of the Space Marines. Yeah, Space Wolves over here. It's really cool because it's a huge battalion, which is pretty awesome. You have here quite a few. You have a Iron Priest, a Dreadnought. You have some Termies. You have some Blood Claws. You have some Wolves, Dire Wolves, and you have a Stormclaw, which is a flying vehicle. Pretty cool box. Outlining everything. Gotta open it the way it is. I'm sorry I haven't done any videos on Saturdays. My camera kind of fell, so it's really difficult for me to record right now, and I'm saving for a new camera, so slowly as it goes. Putting a little bit away every paycheck until I can afford a new camera. That would be cool. So until then, one video a week. This is a heavy duty box. This is super heavy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, there's so much lovely sculpted plastic in that box. Really cool. We have that transparent base for the flying vehicle. We have some wolves on the sprue. And, you know, it's pretty cool because I'm going to work on fur. So that's definitely going to help me. I also have another project of a small wolf that I'm working on fur before I tackle these guys. It's going to be definitely fun to work on it and work on new bases because it's going to be like a snowy kind of theme, I think. Here is your Iron Priest. Again, 30 bucks on this little sprue. I think, you know, Games Workshop should change their policies of spending, you know, charging so much for just like one little piece like that because, you know, plastic is not going to be worth as much as they're charging for it. Here's a Dreadnought. Again, two different options. I like that it's all on one sprue. Pretty cool. And over here we have these Termies. Yeah, there's the Terminators. Some weaponry, some of those pretty cool claws that we got going. And next up, we have this here is huge Cloak. That's pretty cool. And the qualities is what you expect from Games Workshop. They do have very good quality in their sculpts, and they really are aggressive in creating new products for us to buy. Here is a flying vehicle. Pretty cool stuff. Detail galore. And it's really cool that you have two different options to build this because, you know, you can always have some extra bits left over and create things like terrain or, you know, have some for other project builds. And, you know, you get your imagination flowing with that stuff. Here we have some bases. The more bases, the more miniatures. The more miniatures, the more you practice your painting. That's how I look at it. I always put painting first and, you know, wargaming second. So it's my thing. Alrighty, so here we have some blood claws, or just infantrymen. There are other things you can build with that. I'm building the blood claws, I've already decided. And I have a video indicating which ones that I was going to build and how to organize builds. And big builds or batch builds. And I have it over here. I'm going to put a link up in the video. Here's the card. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I'm kind of backlogging since the camera kind of, well, almost exploded as it fell onto the floor when it was attached to the tripod. So I'm trying to put it back together and trying to record as much as I possibly can with what I have. So one video a week, and I've had these videos that I pre-recorded already. So the sequence is a little bit off. But I had these on reserve just in case something bad happens. You know, I always try to be prepared. Okay, so here is your flying vehicle. Two different options. One with a shooting capability, another one with a carrying capability. And I don't know, I mean, with the Primaris Marines and everything like that coming out, maybe the Rhinos will be a little cheaper. Who knows, you know? So that would be cool if I could pick some up for cheaper, the smaller vehicles, because everybody's going to go on the wild kick for the Primaris Marines. I say machines. So, it works to my benefit and my painting gets better. So, there's that. This, you can get these sets again on eBay. Um, I don't know if it's on Amazon anymore, but yeah, check it out. Really good deals if you can get it, and if you want to improve your painting and want to have a lot of minis for a decent price, here it is. So here are the transfers, and I have a lot of experience with transfers doing racing vehicles for cars, 124 scale. So I'm going to do hopefully a tutorial on decals one of these days, and how I do it. So there's 2 sheets here, which is pretty cool. I wonder if I can shrink these down somehow and create my own little decals for the small shoulder pads. Alright, here are the instruction booklets for the wolves. Very straightforward. 1 sheet, that's all it is, and very simple to put together. 1, 2, 3, and put it on the base. This is going to be a quick and easy build, which is cool. There is the next steps. That looks pretty cool. I have the Wolven and Ulrich, I think that's his name. Yep. Alright, pretty cool. And that Codex, which I already have because I bought it for ultra cheap. Alright, here at Dreadnoughts we have 3 different options here. It's up to you. I haven't decided which one I'm going to build yet. It takes me a long time to decide which one I'm going to build. But that's part of the fun in it, really creating what I want to build and what I want to paint. When you're painting, don't paint something you don't like. That's I mean, unless you're list building and then you're not, I don't know, that's your thing for points and everything else, and going tourneys, which is pretty cool in its own right. My thing is painting first. All right, camera fell at that option right there. So I mean, camera died. So I just transitioned right there. So you have different options here. You have the Grey Hunters, you have the Wolf Guard, and you have the Blood Claws. Now I decided to go Blood Claws, which is pretty cool because I do have the Start Collecting box, and they have the same series over here, and they have, I'm going to do the other options for the builds as well because I like to vary my forces as much as possible. It's just what I like to do. I don't like really painting the same thing over and over again. That being said, like a box of Zombicide where you have the same miniature over and over again. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. Now these rules here are for a previous edition. This is 7th edition rules, so they're no longer valid. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to have all that errata there, but, cool little picture over here. Rawr. Space Wolves, howl. Sometimes I howl in the house. I don't know. My family think I'm either fun or crazy or a little bit both. Sometimes. It's the normal people that don't make it into the history books, right? It's those oddballs that do. All right, here are the termies. Seems like a lot of little bits to customize it the way you want to. And finally, you have your flying vehicle, which you have your Stormwolf or Stormfang, which is pretty cool to have these options to build. And I'm going to use my experience with building model cars to be able to create that. And using my modeling ability for miniature painting to actually create the highlights and the lowlights and all the details with that as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun to create that. I'm looking forward to these builds, and it's a great box set. If you can pick it up, I recommend it. Plus, you do get a lot of extra pieces, like extra heads and stuff like that, that you can put onto your Primaris machine. Marines as well. So if you want to do some conversion with some Primaris Marines, you can, because you have a whole bunch of bits left over and a lot of dangling stuff and fangs and tails and all this other iconography that you can transfer over to the Primaris to make it look super cool. So you definitely get your miles worth in bits on this build. So it's pretty cool. Again, videos once a week until I get my new camera. I'm going to be saving for that. Here's that Iron Priest. Again, Iron Priest alone are worth $30, which, I mean, wow, right? But hey, you know what? I get one of these Iron Priests there for a lot less by buying it in the box sets. All right, if you ever want to know what was in one of these box sets, here it is. And here's a surprise from Games Workshop. Just the little extra pieces of melted plastic. Okay, and the piece of cardboard. Bingo. All right. Well, I hope you found this unboxing a little helpful, making the decision whether you should purchase one of these strike forces. I know with the Primaris Marines out there, it's kind of hard, you kind of want to wait, but I think it's a neat set and it has quite a few things in it. I like it. And that's my project, where I'm going to just really pour myself into some Space Wolves, so this way I get an idea. So when I do attack the Primaris for the conversions, they'll be top notch, and I can make my mistakes on the little guys, so this way I'll just keep on improving as a painter, and hopefully you're improving too. Well, if you like this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and share with others. Well, I'll catch you next time. Time for the outro on the Miniatures Paintbrush.